What is up, everybody? I transitioned us to the wrong screen. Hold on. All right.
Started off so great.
Yeah, I'm so good at this. What's up, everybody? We are here with Great Lakes Hot Takes, episode 14, featuring Comet, who is not here right now, and that is entirely our fault. Uh, so, anyway, we told him to be here at 6:30. We did not mention
No.
Eastern time. So he is off.
Actually,
Go
it's
ahead.
way worse. I specified CST.
Oh no,
I
bro!
did.
You didn't have
I
to
did.
say that part. I didn't know that part. Oh my god,
Make it way worse.
embarrassing.
Well, it was all a ploy here because I wanted to move the part where we talk a lot to the beginning,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. I distinctly remember you last week complaining about the viewers dropping off once we started talking about tourneys. So you were like, "Give us the primetime spot."
Yeah, Comet will be on. Rest assured, probably in like 45 minutes. I don't know. Not gonna
Yeah,
work
yeah.
quickly.
So
But
how's your week been, Booker?
I'm tired.
Yo, okay,
I
lunges.
had it
All
ready to
right, all
go.
right.
I had it ready to
Yeah.
go. No, it's been good. I was at Show Me Your Moves this weekend, which is one of the events we talked about. I cast the top 8 at it. It's a lot of fun. I've been using my TO powers to just cast instead. 'Cause it's
Yeah. Just you just DM them and you're like, hey, I'll help out with your tournament. Put me in a
yeah.
top 8 block.
No, I get paid. Believe it or not.
Nice. You are a little quiet on the mic tonight.
Am I? I could put the mic in my mouth. Oh yeah, I did see Wolfie. Wolfie was there. We traded money. I think he was down to me. Let me check my bet. Was he down to me at the very end? Oh, yeah, because Ethophobic Quicksilver. Get wrecked, Wolfie. L's. Indiana L's. No,
Dang.
it's a lot of time. It's actually really pumped seeing the Indiana folks. They came out to the region. I went back up to my home region in GRV, so that was a lot of fun. Yeah, it was a pretty good event overall. What about you? What'd you do this weekend? I heard you were busy as well.
Yeah, so I was running the Smash brackets at Yomicon. Um, and it went pretty well. I would say it was interesting. Like Yomicon was a 3-day event where we had like 100 people signed up. So it was like extremely laid back. Very, we have all the time in the world to run a 100 person bracket. Uh,
So
but
you did round robin, right?
uh,
Because you had all the time.
no, I didn't.
Oh, really? That's crazy.
Maybe
That's crazy.
I mean maybe sometime in the future I could try that.
Yeah, three
I just
days.
I think that round robin is a little too complex for con goers who aren't regular smashers, you know?
Got you. See,
Um
I think you guys are smart. I know you guys are smart con goers.
it was pretty funny. We had like 4 guys sign up for Melee who were just like random dudes and they didn't bring controllers, but they already paid the money. So like I let them borrow my controller and then they were just swapping it. But they all went O2, so like it didn't hold up bracket that much or
The 4
anything.
people were swapping one controller.
Yeah. So they would they were just all standing behind the same setup, and one guy would leave and he wouldn't even unplug it, and the other guy would sit down and just start playing. That was pretty funny.
That's pretty
But
good
yeah,
though.
overall, Yomicon was pretty sick.
Heck
I'm gonna
yeah.
try and convince them to make it bigger and better next year. Like, honestly, like if you have that much time and like, there's no reason that couldn't have been like a 200, 300 person event.
Well, no,
Like,
pretty easily, honestly, right?
yeah, and I think like a pass for Yomicon is only like $60 or $70, something like
Only.
that. So that's like a
Only.
normal 3-day event price.
That's true. That's fair. That could be pretty good. Isn't there isn't there a Yomacon in like Georgia that does a pretty big Smash tournament every year?
Yeah,
Is it Yomacon?
it's like
Thought it was.
PeachCon or something.
Is it
MomoCon, that's what it is.
Momocon? That's what it
Yeah,
was. Yeah, I think you do the same thing. They
yeah,
bring good numbers. You have data points to back you up at least.
yeah, for sure.
Well, we
Um,
got some tournaments by the way, because we weren't the only ones that were
yeah,
busy this
I
weekend.
do have one of the. I just left one of the results on here because I
Oh, did
forgot to
you?
turn it off before
Oh,
we
I'm
went
looking.
live. So
Oh,
this is
perfect. Been over our faces.
this is
Lovely.
Roostelmania.
Yeah, WrestleMania, Kansas City, Missouri.
Okay,
Um,
okay.
I didn't know this event was happening. I was like,
Nice,
I
nice.
was talking to Big M because when we drove up to show me our moves, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I completely whiffed on this event." I'm like, because I was trying to get Despay to come show me our moves, and they're like, "Yeah, I got another tournament I want to go to," and I was like, "Oh okay, it must be like like that Nebraska month or something." Like, no, there's like an almost 100-person tournament in KC, and no one told me. I'm whatever,
Dang,
whatever,
they hate
guys.
you, man.
I
What's
know.
going on?
I hadn't gone to a weekly in like a month. My bad. So there you go. That's my punishment is I don't get to find out when tournaments are happening. I would have still gone to Show Me Your Moves probably, but pretty exciting event it looks like. The second iteration of the tournament at I think it's at like University of Missouri, Kansas City. Yeah. And it is yet another event that Despade won because Despade's really good, taking down what? Took down Cool Guy Jones, Seven, Brigaboom, Six Master, and finished off with Wisdom. Winners finals and grand finals of both being 3-0s. Pretty clean sweep. Six
Dang.
Master has been like back in town too, so I know that that's gonna be really exciting. They're only like here for school, I think. So. Oh yeah, Aquatic mentions in chat that Yomacon was 128
It
entries in
capped. Yeah, it
2019.
capped
Yeah,
in
I thought it was
2019.
big back then. So.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
WrestleMania?
sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
I just think like they didn't do that much promo for it or anything beforehand. Like they didn't try to make it big this year is what I would say. I think it was their first year back from quarantine, and I think they didn't want to overwhelm themselves with like everything having been changed. So
That's fair, honestly.
yeah, aquatic. Like con tournaments, like your first couple rounds are way easier than normal for if you were looking at a 128 person bracket. So
Free money.
yeah,
It's gonna get people into the space, you know? Like, I don't know if a bracket like that is always the best, but it was actual free money. Yeah, it didn't even pay for the event.
yeah.
All right. WrestleMania,
Yeah.
though, pretty good. What else we got? What's this one?
Next is show me your moves.
Ooh, ooh. The biggest one this weekend, by the way.
Hmm.
And I'm gonna make this comment really quick because we're going over like 5 tournaments and 4 of them were within like a 3-hour drive of each other, probably like a little bit further.
Uh
There's a
huh.
Nebraska monthly, there was a Kansas City event, there was a St. Louis tournament, and then there was this one. So like, if everybody just went to St. Louis, we could have had like a 300-person tournament. Uh, just a funny tidbit.
Yeah.
That's
Unfortunate.
was a busy weekend, but that says "come here now." But that's Sam T Silver. So Sam T changed his name yet again. Always loves changing his name.
Different name for
Um,
every bracket.
a different name for every day of the week. You know.
Yep.
Continues his reign. He's really good at this game. Who knew? I swear I watch his Mario and I feel like that like it really makes me feel like my fingers don't move fast enough. Because he's insane. He doesn't miss a single button press. But he ended up winning over Ice Knight. Kirby 509 is actually Cyber. Cyber changed his name to Kirby 509. And that's an official change, by the way. I know he's been changing his name a lot. He's officially known as Kirby 509. You heard it here first. I talked to him
Okay.
about it too. He said that it was because all of his other like accounts had Kirby 509 on it, so he just wanted to like unify it.
Okay,
Um,
but why did he unify it to the
you could,
worst tag?
you could, I don't know. It's not. It's whatever's important to him. You know, Kirby 509 is important to him. I guess he's gonna go by Kirby 509. It just does not roll off the tongue. Um, and God forbid if he actually fights a Kirby player. Really throw me off. But yeah, Sam ended up winning this event. It was relatively stacked. A lot of champagne was there. Some of like really good champagne players like went like 1-2. So it was like there was a lot of talent there. Indiana, you had Chicago, you had GRV. Um, so you'll notice here that no Indiana made top 8 though. A little bit unfortunate. Quicksilver got out at ninth, and he's actually, for those who don't know, Quicksilver is he was like HM in NorCal, I think they were telling me. He's moved to Indiana, so he's like going to be very big competitor there. But he got taken out by Ethan Foe, the goat. Game 5, let's go. Um, and yeah, it's a lot of champagne. Some Chicago ended up winning it. You know, it's Chicago Grand Finals. You know, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, yeah.
They're good at this game.
Yep.
Notable upsets though. This was upset city. It was absolutely insane. I wrote them down. I wrote them down and talk about the upsets a little bit.
Okay.
Um, Yeah, we had Burst over Toad. So like two of the top eight seeds did not make top eight. Uh being like Sir Dank and Comet. Comet was the third seed of the event and he got ninth because he was a victim to Icona. And you'll notice here Icona, the Chicago knows who Icona is, but I don't know if the rest of y'all know who Icona is.
Yeah,
Um
I don't.
yeah, it's another young Link. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
I know.
okay.
Chicago's young Link probably gonna be making top 10 in Chicago, truthfully, especially off of this because he had an Icon win at ICCS like a couple weeks beforehand.
Hmm.
And this event he 2-0'd Comet as like top like begins top cut, right? 2-0's Comet after having beat Hippo Justin Pools, and Hippo Justin's like a pretty solid uh, Captain Falcon from GRV. So he 2-0's Comet, and then he goes into, what am I see here? He 3-0's Exalted, and then he 3-2's Raven King to make top 8 winners side. Like,
Dang.
killer run. Icona
Yeah.
is really clean with it. Um, so yeah, very, very big breakout performance, really like his biggest breakout performance. And he had to, of course, go against Ice Knight, who has been like the kid when it comes to this right now. But
Hmm.
Sir Dank had a top 8 seed. He ended up drowning, unfortunately, was victim to Quicksilver. Quicksilver, I don't think people were like really expecting him to do. I don't know. They just didn't know him. That's like the big thing. They don't know who Quicksilver is, and Quicksilver's coming and running pockets. And yeah, it was a pretty good event. It was a pretty good event overall. Unfortunately, Wisconsin was there too. Sorry, there was a chunk of Wisconsin, but Wisconsin and Indiana both drowned. So I don't know. We haven't proven who's better yet. But well,
I think we might have a take about that a little later in the show. We'll see if
we'll
Wolfie
pray.
shows up.
Oh no, dude, he's gonna come and talk shit. It's gonna be so funny.
All
Um,
right, moving on to the next event.
what do we got?
What do we got? I forgot.
Oh, this is an interesting one. Okay, so this is a charity invitational in St. Louis. And
Yeah.
that's what it called. It said it was like a charity invitational. All I know is that there was money and Kashmir was there. It's like so for those who don't know, Kashmir, the artist previously known as
Eddie.
Yeti.
Yeah.
Yeah. His real name's Yachty though. Oh, kind of funny. But yeah, goes by Kashmir now. And he's friends with a lot of the St. Louis folks. So he actually came down there. He's probably just like hanging out with people and stuff. But he's just like, tournament, money. Yeah, let me just slide.
Uh huh. Uh
Um,
huh.
drops 3 games the entire time, I think. Drops 3 games the whole
Dang.
tournament. It's like a 60, 70 person bracket. Um, beats Geef Kid, Tiger Boy, Luma, wins it out. AK's not there, of course, because AK was at his 21st birthday was this weekend. So he was like not going
Not
not
doing.
going to
Not involved
tournaments.
with anything. Yeah.
No, no. Um, you'll see some of these upstarts. We talked about the St. Louis PR last week, specifically with Zorro, who's their new he's their newly minted like PR player and Joker main, and he actually got a 3-0 win on Tiger Boy. So that was pretty good.
It's
Um,
nice.
and then a Coupe de Loop comes up on here, and he's actually their Sephiroth player as well, another Seph player. Like we need more of those. I think it's actually, and if I'm not mistaken, I think Cryptolic's actually just Tim Prater because he changes his name all the time. I swear it's gonna be Tim Prater. No, it's not. It's not Tim Prater. Oh, he's a game developer though. Oh, they did have a make top 8. They had a top 8 graphic. I didn't even see it.
Unfortunate. Too late. We've already showed them this
Too
cheap
late.
little top late image.
Too late. What else did we hit? All right.
All right.
Crashes in chat. We get
Okay, Crashes in chat. We're talking about
crazy.
Crash's tourney. Uh, Crash won the Yomicon bracket. He beat out Low One, Advo, Boku.
Woo!
He
Let's
like
go.
this bracket wasn't too stacked, but he did get 2 wins over Low One, which is a pretty notable like performance. I don't know if they had faced before. I don't know their head to head. But you know, Low One a mainstay in the scene. Um, Real ones know that Crash is basically like at like a top 5 like level right now in Michigan, but he only attended like the bare minimum amount of tournaments last season and he kind of flopped at like 2 of them. Uh so that like held back his placement a little bit. I was 2-1 on Low One before this tourney. Okay, so Crash definitely knows something about the Wario matchup. All
Dude,
right, all
calm
right.
down. Jesus.
Yeah, jeez.
What is he
Um
losing to Advo though for? Come on. Sam Samus isn't even a good character. I don't know what's going on.
yeah, I don't know. um I will say though, just a couple notes about this bracket. Crash but is I believe he's underage. Yeah, yeah, because he just started college, and many of the other top 8 players were at a rave until about 2 to 3 in the morning the night before. So that not making any Johns for my boy Advo or anything, but I'm just saying that Crash arrived to that bracket sober and ready to win, unlike some other people.
Dude, Advo 3-2'd him to start off with it. I don't know. He doesn't.
Yeah, yeah.
Crash got that dog in him, man. That's all it is.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But yeah, that was a pretty. I mean, I think this is probably the biggest like bracket numbers wise that Crash has won, so it's pretty hype for him.
Nice. Oh, let's go Crash.
Yeah,
Got one more, I think.
yeah. One more here. I don't even
Oh,
know
yeah,
what
yeah,
game
yeah.
this is.
TKO. All right. So Nebraska had a first monthly in a long time. TKO is like a revitalization of like a brand that they've had previously. And we can kind of see the new reigning champ in Nebraska since apparently Skittles has moved back to Iowa again. It's just like
Hmm.
jumping back and forth. I don't know. I don't know, man. But yeah, Epic Gabe ends up taking the dub here. He did have to do it from losers though because Welfare Pickles won 3-2 against him the first time, and as Censored said, Censored actually tweeted, he was like, I had to explain to Gabriel that before there was Apollo Kage, there was Welfare Pickles, and that's
Yeah,
true
true.
because
It is
Welfare
true.
was like what he was Area 51 before what was it pre like first season of Ultimate, so he's a pretty good snake, and he's still very good. It's just that like he's old like me. He's like 23. He's got like stuff going on, being
Old.
old.
Okay.
Old.
Okay.
So true. It
Yeah.
looks like I'm looking at this bracket. Looks like Ponda Bear made an appearance. Did not do too well. A little unfortunate. Ponda Bear, old Iowa PR, Yoshi player. There's a bunch of people coming out of the woodwork for this event. But Gabe took it. Regulating Mofo also got second. And if you guys don't know Rafa, he's amazing. I love his Mega Man. He doesn't go to much either, but it's nice to see him come out every once in a while. And he almost won it. It was actually people were talking about that it was likely that he might win this event. But
Dang.
Nebraska sweeps top three. Nebraska. Skittles getting fourth. I didn't even see that. Skittles got fourth.
Yep.
Who did he lose to? 3-2 Rafa.
He lost
Regular
to
winner.
first and second. He lost
Oh, he
to
did lose the
Gabe.
first and
Yeah.
second. Ah, there you go. What are you gonna do? People he's played before. Oh, and Gabe had a run. Like the second he went to losers, he just 3-0'd everybody. He 3-1 Pika. Pika, of course, you gotta keep your eyes on him. He's a little dangerous. Pika's the Kazuya from Nebraska, who's been like really itching for another solid run. He did get a couple wins at Rise and Grind, I think the last time that we saw him. So keep your eyes out. There's some good Kazuyas coming out of the woodwork. I
Nice.
think that's all
Nice.
of them. Is that everything?
Yeah, that's everything for the tournaments. The next thing we have to talk about is Bernard's Loop. I don't know a good way to get this to display.
Um, it looks like Comet's ready.
Oh, is he ready?
Well, he's got to wait for him to get in the Discord, so we can pull this up for a little bit. We can get started.
Okay. I mean, we only need to cover one thing, and that's the number one here, Michigan, right at the top.
Was there
Easy.
any
We
doubt? I
we
mean,
can
like, come
cut
on.
everything else out of this.
I don't know. It's like everyone and their dog knew that Michigan was going to be number one. Let's be real here. Come on. Michigan's really good. And you got Onan, which is like makes it double good. Yeah, it wasn't close. It wasn't close. It wasn't even like near to be closed. Ohio's like 20, like 0.020 points away. Like, that's so far with this. Get out of here. Ohio's
All right.
free. I don't know what to say.
Let's see. Let's see who else we got on here. So, Michigan, Ohio. The interesting that Chicago is below
Well, pull up.
Ohio.
No, no, no. Go to the graphic. Go to the like. He has like an article there. Click that up.
This thing?
Oh, I can't see your screen. Probably. Yeah, that's the thing. Click on that one. Scroll on that thing. All right. So he gives you like a breakdown. You might have to make it a little bit bigger for stream, but he gives
Yeah.
you like a breakdown of like the highest rated players, like the highest ranked players that he used for his data, and the lowest ranked players that he used for his data, because he only took like 7 people from each like data set. So
Okay.
that's the interesting thing. So if you go to like the Michigan real quick, I don't know. I'm like 3 seconds behind on stream because I'm just watching you on stream. Oh, also all these events, absolutely crazy. I looked at this, I tweeted about it because I was like so flabbergasted. I had like 30% of all tournaments.
Yeah,
in the
yeah, you
Midwest,
were
right?
trying to flex. I did the math
I
on mine.
am.
I was at
What?
like 27%, you know? I was only
Ooh,
a
look
little
at that,
bit behind you.
dude.
It's
You
all
and
right.
me together.
Yeah, we
But yeah,
ran 60% of the Midwest.
let's go. All right, so yeah, you look at the Michigan stuff there, you can kind of see the methodology. But he grabbed, I think did he grab 5? Oh no, it was 7. So he did grab 7 of like the highest ranked players, and
Mhm.
it had to do with. And you explained it a little bit further, but it has to do with like major like attendance and performance and like wins and the consistency. And there's like a couple things like that. Um, so that's kind of like where the ratings thing specifically comes in. But yeah, Onan carries.
Yeah,
Shimon,
true,
he's
true,
really good
true.
at this game. He's really good at this game. Um, I thought there was an interesting thing. We've talked about this before. The West Virginia question.
West
Did you bring
Virginia?
that up? West
Whether or not
Virginia.
they should be allowed? Is that what you're gonna
Um,
say?
uh, we brought this up. I brought this up previously. Because Pittsburgh. This is the Pittsburgh problem. Because Pittsburgh, as you know, is similar to St. Louis. It's similar to Kansas City. And it's similar to like I don't know, like Evanston, like Ohio, or Evanston, like Indiana. It's just
Hmm.
multiple places. It's in multiple states at the same time. And so if you include Pittsburgh in the Midwest, if you're doing a state ranking, right? It's technically also in West Virginia. So now you have to like drag them kicking and screaming into the Midwest, and it doesn't look well for them because, I mean, they're underneath Indiana, and that can't ever happen.
Listen,
And
there's
South
like
Dakota.
there's a few states underneath Indiana, all right?
I know. The
Rest in
entire.
peace to the Dakotas.
It's so weird that it says Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and then like it just says West Virginia. Uh, I love this stuff though. I eat this thing up. This is like statistics and stuff. So good. I gotta see more of his mythology. Go check out Bernard's Loop. He literally does like the best stuff when it comes to rankings. Like I use Orion rankings more than PG Stats because it's not owned by a company and it's just like more accurate IMO.
Gotcha, gotcha.
I'm
Um,
endorsing. Friend of the show, Bernard Snoop.
br- we're yeah, yeah,
I just
we're
call
doing
anybody.
a little plug for him. Oh, let's do the ads right now before Comet comes on. We'll do
All
that
right,
real
don't
quick.
go away. Comet will be here. I
Yeah, yeah,
swear.
don't dip out. You stick around. We're just gonna tell you about a couple tournaments. First we got Notre Dame's Bring Your Friends. Do you want to talk about this one?
Yeah. You gotta plug the start.gg. Um, Bring your friends. The first one that Notre Dame's actually like putting on their monthly series in Indiana. Go support the Indy boys. If you're like around the region, you're looking at like southern like Michigan area. You're in. I know. I've already talked to Champaign folks, and they're gonna be sending people out that way. Like go support them. We want to see some Indiana events succeed. So go check out Bring Your Friends. Should be a lot of fun too. And like first time TOs. Always love seeing some first time TOs. All right, what else
For
we got?
sure. Next we got Crimson Clash. Oh no, I forgot to bring up the ad read. Hold on. I like making this as chaotic as possible every time. Let's see. Okay. Ferris State brings you Crimson Clash 4 on Saturday, November 19th in Big Rapids, Michigan. The event currently sits with a $250 prize pool pot bonus. There will be singles, doubles, and an amateur bracket. The pot bonus will go up another $100 if we get 40 pre-registered entrants by Tuesday, November 15th. Sign up today at startgg. I can't type and write it. They're in stock at the same time. /cc_4. Crimson Clash 4. Sign up now. All right. And then after that, we got Kick It Back, which I think is another Indiana tournament. You still there, Booker? I think I lost him. Oh, your mic's muted. Your mic's muted. Oh, maybe he's talking to Comet. Okay, well, this is an Indiana tournament. I don't know much about it. Anyway, Kick It Back. It's in December.
Yeah, go check out Kick It Back. It should be pretty fun. I support Kick It Back. Oh, speaking of supporting events, Mount Battle, by the way, this weekend gonna be in. Oh, I'm gonna get it right this time. Mount Vernon. Thank you. Mount Vernon, Iowa, East Iowa Regional. Should be a lot of fun. $125 prize pool. Come take some money, and I'm casting top eight. So I don't understand why you wouldn't show up. I think some St. Louis people signed up too. Should be pretty pog. Should be some good fun. Go show up and support the Cornell boys. And yeah, I think is that all of them? Got any more?
No, we got Paramount, the Michigan Smash Ultimate
Oh,
Arcadian. Make sure to sign up for that. Start.gg/War of the Best. The December 17th. It'll be at EMU. You get to sign up for Team Cages or Team Ori. We're gonna smack that old guy around and make him retire for real this time. So make sure you sign up for Team Cages when you do register. That is start.gg/War of the Best. Okay, and I didn't have the. Oh, it's just Kick It Back. Okay, and I didn't share the link for Kick It Back, but it is in the chat now if you were interested in that Indiana tournament.
yeah,
All right, and that is all of our ads. Is Comet in the Discord yet?
he is. He's actually in this channel.
Okay. Tell
Is
him.
is Comet in the room with
Oh,
you right
Comet can
now?
hear me right now. I don't. You
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
have
yeah.
to
He's right
tell him
there.
anything.
I know. I sent him all
All
the stuff
right.
too.
All right. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Hey, there he is. It's the boy. You can talk now, Comet. What's up, man?
All right, I can talk now. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You're in. You're in.
What's up?
I
All
was
right, I gotta work on the layout and put Comet's name in here instead of AK, so you could
yeah.
go ahead and chat while I'm working on this.
Yeah, this is Apollo Kage, everybody. Hey, it's the number one Yoshi main around, by the way. Comet, of course. Thank you
Just
for joining us. How was the stream? The stream pretty good. Sorry about the wrong time, by the way. My bad.
no, you're good. You're good. Oh, are you talking about me streaming earlier? Yeah, it was
Yeah.
pretty good. I was just, I don't know. I usually tourney prep before like a major because I'm going up a priority.
Heck yeah.
But I was just like, let's stream it. See how I feel about streaming it. It was kind of fun.
Hey, you gotta get that content right.
Definitely. I just feel like anything should stream sometimes.
I get you. Well, thank you guys so much for coming on to the podcast. We don't have Cages, or yeah. Oh, we do have Cages. We
Usually
don't
we have another
lunges.
guest here. Oh yeah, Lunges needs to disappear on our lineup here. Hold on.
You just kind of see his face, not on the
Yeah,
phone.
yeah, yeah. He's not actually here. All right, Comet. Normally we would explain this stuff in the back room before we're live, but we'll do a little explainer to you and everyone in the chat. If you have a hot take, you can join the Discord. I just shared the link in the chat. Go to the Takes channel, and you can type out your take. And if we like it, we will bring you on air to discuss it with our guest. Um, and Comet, I'm just gonna prime you right now. If you've got a hot take, we'll ask you at the end of the show to share it with everyone else. So you can think
Got it.
about one while we're doing the rest
I
of the
know he
show.
has hot takes too. He's got like a bucket of them. Like he is ready.
Devious with him.
Yep.
But comment, I kind of wanted to run through a bit about your career because a lot of the people here on the podcast typically listen to like they're familiar more with the Ohio, Michigan region. They don't really know about the number one reigning champ in Wisconsin all that much. So do you kind of want to run us through how'd you get into Smash?
Okay, so I guess Smash was like just something I grew up with, and then I think randomly I just stumbled upon I actually stumbled upon I think like a Mewtwo King versus Nakat Brawl VOD or something, and I watched it, and then I just kind of, you know how like when you're on YouTube and you just kind of like delve deeper and deeper into like whatever you're doing, and then like you feel like you went too far.
Oh yeah,
I don't know if that makes
yeah.
sense, but like
You got like the
so
rabbit
essentially,
hole.
yeah, essentially it went from that, and then it went to like brawl vods, and then I was like watching like Japanese like brawl vods, and then it was just basically I just went down the hole of Smash, and I was like, okay, so basically there's tournaments, and that basically started it. I started doing like tournaments on Wi-Fi, and then I started going when I lived in San Antonio, Texas. Actually, that was my first tournament. Um, I still remember who I lost to. Well, at least I remember one of them. I lost to Sassy, the Rob. I don't know if anyone knows who that is, but um, that's essentially how it all started. And then I just kind of just played and went to whatever I can.
indoctrinated yourself to play competitive Smash Brothers. I'm so sorry. At a young age too, right?
Definitely, definitely. I don't even remember how old I was. Like, I think I was like 14 or something, 14, 15.
We've been in scene for a while because I remember you being like a mainstay of the space back when I got into it in Smash 4. Like you were already like established. How was like the Smash 4 treating you? You were still kind of holding it down for Fox, but there was a lot more Fox in the Midwest back then.
There definitely was. I didn't even start out that game as a Fox. I actually started out as a Diddy Kong main, and then like I don't know if you knew about the hate and about Diddy Kong and Smash 4, but essentially I switched because I hated getting. I was like I kept getting like hated on about like just playing Diddy and using like down throw up air and stuff like that.
Yeah, you
So
were just being carried by
yeah,
pre-patch Diddy.
I was
Yeah.
just being carried the whole time, the
Yeah,
whole time,
gotcha.
and then eventually I just went Fox because everyone thought I wasn't good at the game, which I probably wasn't. I still probably wasn't either because Fox was carried in that game as well. But that's
He's pretty
essentially
good.
why. Yeah, that's why I started mini Fox, and then like um, I started mini Fox because I saw like players like Shofu playing Fox, and I was like, oh, Fox is pretty cool. And then saw a player like Mega Fox, who was the number one player in my city in Texas, and he really inspired me. So then I just started doing everything he was doing with Fox. And then now I always told myself I've always based my play off of like how Mega Fox played in Smash 4. And then I just kind of labbed and follow suited with that like kind of ideal play in Fox because I just thought the way he played was really cool. And so that's how it's always been. That's how I still carry my Fox here in Ultimate, like leading on. I've definitely taken that.
You're like the stylish Fox around, that's for sure. I saw that clip from Honeypot. That's dirty. Drag
Uh
down fair to like down smash.
oh yeah. As soon as I hit that, I was like, oh yeah, that's going on Twitter.
Dang. Oh, is this on your Twitter comment? I'll see if I can grab it real
You
quick.
gotta
Yeah, it's on
pull
my
it up.
Twitter.
You have to scroll a little bit.
Okay, I'll
Tommy,
get
you
it. You
didn't even
guys keep
retweet
talking.
the
You guys keep
show?
talking.
You didn't even retweet the show post? What is this? We tagged you and everything? No free clout from Comet? That's messed
I
up.
did. I'll retweet it right now.
That
Okay. All
hurts.
right.
That
Cool.
hurts.
Now that
It's
Oh no, he's muted again.
my current post right now is like blowing up. I don't know if you see that
What'd you
post
do?
that I literally like you're gonna look at it and you're gonna be like, wow.
Foxner to up smash. Oh man. That's pretty difficult tech, I gotta say.
Yeah, I was literally planning that on stream. I was literally like doing it on stream. I was like, okay, I was asking my chat. I was like, okay, what should the caption be? Like,
you guys were like group thinking a viral post.
yeah, I do it all the time.
That's how it works,
That's
man.
sick.
That's
That's
how you
sick.
actually
I
get
gotta
viral
get in on
posts.
this.
Let me pull this up though. So going to Smash 4 Ultimate is kind of a big transition, I would say, like game wise, but not too much for you. Like in the realm of you were number one in. It got to a little bit. It took some time, but you were eventually became number one in Wisconsin, and you transitioned over, and you were kind of like a reigning champ, number one in Ultimate forever. How was it kind of like transitioning over for you? Did you vibe with the game immediately?
I definitely vibed with the game, but I don't know if you remember. Everyone thought I was trolling about this, but I had like a very big hate for Fox in Smash 4. So I originally didn't even touch Fox. So like the transition was like a little hard because I was still finding my main and I was like losing to a lot of people that I just didn't know what to do. Like for instance, like the very first season, number one was very up for grabs between me and another player, Starman the Greninja,
Hmm.
because he was having a bunch of crazy wins. Like he was beating Tyroy, he'd be like, I believe like Apeman and stuff like that. He was doing really good, and like I was just behind, like barely keeping up, like. And I didn't know what to do. I like Reed Pow Pow. He told me to main Wolf, because Wolf was just kind of like Fox in a way, um, just with like where he wants to land and how he's sticking out his moves and stuff like that.
Right.
And then, so at first I was playing Wolf and I was like, oh, this character is hilariously fun because no one knows what to do against Laser. But then like I just felt like to me it just felt like he wasn't actually like the character for me. And then like I started losing to like a bunch of Pokemon trainers. So started going around with Fox, and then I think that's when I started being like clearly number one in Wisconsin, was because like I was like, I always had a power struggle with someone. It's actually, it still happens. I always have like a little power struggle every season. It's always someone different. Like the first season was like Starman. Like no one, like he was getting seated over me, so no one knew. But like I wouldn't even say I was like the best like in Wisconsin starting out. Like I actually did have to make it. I just got there like really quick. At least like by the time the first PR came out.
You had to like fight for it, tooth and nail, right?
I definitely did. I was losing so much.
Like a fox main too. Like that seems to be always how it is. We talk about it on commentary when we're casting your stuff. It's like, yeah, Comet can beat anybody, but like Fox is light.
Yeah, no, literally. That's yeah, it was it was definitely hard, but like I don't know. I guess I've just managed to somehow I don't even think like I'm like much better than anyone here. I think I just figure it out before everyone, like in time to still be number one in PR and stuff and still like get the really good wins and stuff like that.
Heck yeah. Well, I was going to talk to you a bit about your performances as of late, specifically because I felt like you had and you can correct me if I'm wrong if I get the tournament wrong. I thought it was like double down because you hadn't been traveling. You don't go to like a ton of majors, at least not pre-quarantine, I would say. And then like recently you've been hitting up a couple of them. I think double down, you actually got a pretty good win on that one.
Yeah, I ended up beating Rafflo there.
How
Um,
was that?
It felt really good because I was like, I don't know, I'm kind of a choke artist at majors, like at least until like at that point was kind of a turning point. Um, but it was because I really wanted to beat Rafflo and I felt like the Palu matchup was just doable enough. Like I understand enough. So I just did a lot of studying with like Chase and Louis Money and like I played with them and then I ended up beating him and that felt really good because I was like, finally I didn't like choke something at a major.
Do you think that this is like the come up for you at majors now?
I think that was the beginning of it. Yeah, that definitely like Goblin was like, yeah, it usually takes one good win to for everything else to start going well. And that's what it kind of felt like. I always, studied and then like a lot of these wins didn't seem like crazy big wins to me anymore. It just felt like something I was supposed to do.
We'll
Nice.
be excited to watch your port priority run then for sure.
Definitely studying for that one. I'm actually trying to get top 8 for that.
Heck yeah. Were you saying something, KJs?
Oh no, I really love that mentality of like should the mind switch from like wow this is a sick win to like yeah that's how I should be playing. Like that's like a interesting mentality like level up, you know what I mean? Instead of seeing yourself as a guy on the climb, you're part of you're on the cliff, you know? You're up there. I like that.
Yeah, it's something I feel like I never like adapted it like fully, but like it's something I've always felt. Like I'll watch a top player and I'll be like, how's he getting away with this? Like, I can do this. And then I guess eventually it just took a good one for me to actually feel like, I'm not constantly behind everyone or something like that.
I guess one of the things I was kind of alluded to before that there's a big drop off of Fox mains. I know one of them's in chat. We don't see Aquatic all the time now. I miss Aquatic. Um, but I think if I remember back to Chicago, Slojo was playing a lot more, and there was a few other Foxes that were kicking about. But we go to Ultimate now, and I think you're like the last remaining like significant Foxman in the Midwest. How does that feel? Last one standing.
Um, okay. It when you say it like that, it sounds kind of cool, but like I think I'm more sad than anything that there's like not a lot of Foxmates. Like I kind of liked it that we have like such a big like spread over the Midwest. It was very easy to watch a Fox and like know how to beat someone. So it really is only like me and then like there's also like fast and stuff like that and like uh and stuff like that but it kind of makes me sad because it's like and a lot of the Foxmates went to like a weird character like Colonies like was probably the best Fox in the Midwest in uh back in Smash 4 and he was like he means Young Link now so none of it made sense to me but I don't
rough,
know
the
they're
rough
all doing
time
their
for
own thing.
Fox mains.
I think a lot of people just kind of gave up on him from like the start because, which is kind of what I did. I kind of gave up on him from the start because like he didn't, it like everything they took away all his really carried stuff and like his up tilt and his like side B going through. And I think people that was enough for people to just be like, nah, I'm not touching him.
You
I
you
would
betting
say
how
in
though?
my experience from playing Fox, because I play Fox and Falco, but I'm bad at the game, so it's way different. But like it, I think most people's mental can only withstand so many times of like hitting somebody 90 times, they don't die, and then you get killed by like they do like down tilt forward air at 30 or something, a random character, and you just die to whatever, and you're like, cool. I'm so glad that I picked this character instead of just like spamming back airs with Cloud right now or something.
It's so funny because I think it's those exact moments that lead me to like have a small like wolf kick every once in a while. Like every once in a while, I'm like, yeah, I'm maining wolf. Like wolf can just up to the ledge and he doesn't have to worry about anything not killing or anyone getting like 200%. So I
Yep,
definitely feel
yep.
that too.
Yeah, the first back air kill screen never kills the fox, right? That's the motto too.
Yeah, or you hit like this super sick thing and then it ends with like an up air at like 140 and somehow they live and you're just like, you know what? It's cool. Just, go next game, whatever.
Yeah, I'll literally tell people like when I'm playing, I'm like, take a stock, dude. That was like the sickest conversion ever, and you didn't die. Just take the stock.
Yeah,
SD.
yeah, just let me have it. Don't ruin this clip by
Yeah, what
living.
the heck? What the heck? So, kind of talked about like your play in Wisconsin, how people been challenging you a bit, and there's been a lot of opinions on Wisconsin lately. So, what about yours? What's your take on the Wisconsin scene? Because we got a new PR that just dropped. I want to. Do you want to pull it up on
Oh
screen
yeah,
here,
yeah. Let
KJs?
me see if I can grab that real quick. Just
Because
a sec.
I'm noticing a lack of a few names. I know everybody wants to know what happened to Desmona for sure. Because that seems like a pretty black spot in your ultimate career so far.
Yeah, I'm kind of sad that look at the PR. It's so funny to me, but yeah, okay, yeah, I was kind of salty because it felt like he went and dipped on me, but essentially he just moved to Florida. He's actually gonna be at main stage, so we'll
Oh,
see him
okay.
perform. But yeah,
It
it
was personal.
made me kind of sad that because I really wanted to play him more, and I was definitely salty that uh he was the only person to ever take the number one rank away from me, and then he kind of dipped on it. Like I don't even get a run back or anything.
Yeah, you don't
So
get the chance to prove that it was wrong the first time.
yeah, it was definitely like a really close one to the like the it ultimately just came down to Desmona like only lost one tournament in like one local in state. Like so, he wasn't losing to anyone. He had a positive record on everyone. Um, I think our set count was like 4-7 or something like that. But like most of the time, I was resetting the bracket, so like he usually won the tournament. It went down to like that dominance in state, and then like my out of state that I had going on in that season, because that was like my Gale Force when I like got a win on like Icon, Panda Bear. I had like 3 wins on Sam T. So it really like it was a toss up between like it was really close between us, but um, his dominance in state was just like it was too crazy. So he ended up being like number one, and I was like definitely really salty about it, and I really wanted to run back. So I'm more sad than anything because I feels like this always happens with Wisconsin. Like we get like a really really good player who's like could definitely be like number one, or could finally like kick Comet off his throne or whatever. But then like they disappear or like they move away.
What was it before Desmona?
Um, So we had at one point we had Burst, and Burst
Oh,
was
yep.
looking to be number
Yep.
one. We had I don't know if you remember player Artemis or Toland, really good
Yep.
Yoshi. Um, we had geez, I can't even remember all of them at the moment, but
The
um,
handful. There's just so many.
yeah, I was gonna say like a lot of people sleep on him. But we had Dro, like Dro was like he never gets to go to a lot, so like he's kind of like you know, but like he would also be like number one in the state. Like I don't know, people don't remember like his really good like Riptide run and stuff like that. But every time he goes out, he shows out. So we just have a lot of good people, and we also have 34 in Wisconsin, but he lives too far away from like locals.
Yeah, 34 when they show up to brackets always do very good from what I've seen. I think the last one that I remember seeing them in was was the Wisconsin one, Invincible 6. I can't
They
remember.
just won
If it...
honeypot. What are you talking
Oh,
about?
okay. My bad. My bad. Also honeypot
Whatever.
then.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Katie doesn't
Whatever
even look at
that
my
tournament is.
tournaments.
Hey, bro,
That's
you
so
didn't
rude.
even show up to the tournament, so
Oh my
it
god.
is
That's
what it
fucked up.
is.
That's fucked up. I trusted Carvin to hold it down and he didn't do it. What happened?
At Honeypot?
Yeah, what happened? You let an Olivar win my event? What is this?
Dude, oh my god. I ran out of steam. I couldn't do it. My run was
He didn't
oh.
sleep. He's tweeting about it. He's like, I'm gonna fall asleep. 4 hours of sleep. What are you doing?
I think I just had a rough night like sleeping. Like I just didn't go to sleep until late, but like I had to leave at like 6 a.m. So I was like, well, this tournament might be a throw.
Man, hurts me. Letting Olimar win. Well, so we're talking about like Wisconsin, right? So we got a new Wisconsin PR up. We have it over here for the viewers. Do you like what do you think about it? Because like every time that a Wisconsin PR comes up, I always look at it and I'm like, well, I don't know 3 or 4 of these people. Like I think Steve Caleb, he was on the last one. He was like number 10 last time, but he's like relatively new. There's always like the old heads, like Spencer, he's always there. Kason's always there. You're always there. I mean, Pow Pow's always there. Like, do you think that I'm seeing Starman's not here, but like, do you think that like the new talent, like it's just not taking? Like, I know D Money is relatively new and he's been doing decently. So like, what's kind of your take? Do you think like the depth of talent's the problem?
Okay, I think we do have a little bit of talent, but like it's more like I would say like a lot of the time it's just like our talent leaves, like Burst, Lillian and Artemis, like everyone just kind of ends up like leaving, but like we do have like a couple people that are like kind of being there, and I would say like due to just Wisconsin being very separated, it's hard to see everyone together. Like Madison has a ton of new players that are getting really good. Milwaukee has seen a few, um, but like in terms of like like Val started being like Val's her rise to being like a PR like player. She was competing in Wisconsin and stuff like that. So like we raise them, but then we like send them off somewhere
Keep
else.
taking him away, man. That's so true. That I took 2 of them. Val and Burst are both in Champaign now. Man,
Dang.
thanks for all your Wisconsin people, I guess.
Yeah, you guys are getting all our good people.
All right. Speaking of like the scene in general, we do have a caller that wants to talk about
Oh
Wisconsin.
no. Oh no. Is it
So I'm gonna.
Wolfie?
Yeah, it's
Oh
Wolfie.
Jesus.
All right,
Oh
I'm gonna
god.
bring him on right now. Wolfie, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear y'all.
All
All right.
right. Wolfie, what is your take tonight?
You guys know my take, but my take is, and it's not my take. I think it's an Indiana take now, but
It's the
Indiana
whole
thinks
state. The whole state got this take.
the
All
whole
right,
state has this
what is
take
it?
now.
What's the take?
You
Spit it
you've
out.
heard, you're giggling, you know it. But we think Indiana clears Wisconsin.
Oh no, it's happened.
Actually,
It's
I wouldn't
happened.
even say think. We know.
Dang.
He's been waiting for
Oh
this too.
my
We told him that
god.
Comet was coming on. He's like,
Oh boy. Okay.
what?
I had to
Well,
stop playing
What do you
Sonic
got?
Frontiers.
He Comet's got to figure out who's even in Indiana. You got to give him a second.
Yeah,
all
no
right. Let's
worries.
see. Who do we got? Um,
Let me pull up
we
a PR.
got is Amadeus still Indiana?
Yeah, Amadeus
Yeah.
is good at show me your
All
moves.
right. So you guys got one good player.
One good player? Yo, Amadeus, I don't even know how good he plays at show me your moves like
Dude,
relative to
Deus
Indiana.
is kind of he's kind of like
I think Deus got
he's
17th.
old.
He's an old head. Deus got
He's
like
old.
17th. But
What
I
is
think we have
that?
like 5 other players. Yeah.
What is that? Wisconsin? What is this?
Bro.
Is that?
L,
Is
Wisconsin.
that?
That's funny.
We're posting
You
wins
guys
over
made up a whole
Japes now.
bracket.
James is
James got the stray.
bro. He's
No.
not even Wisconsin
No, no, no. If
anymore.
James loses, he's Illinois. No.
Yeah.
What do you think? Okay, so like real talk, we got a 5v5. We think
Mm,
Wisconsin's beating Indiana.
mm.
What do you think, Comet?
Wisconsin clears Indiana. Let's not
Oh my
even.
god.
Come on
Ah,
Oh
now.
my god.
yeah,
All right.
yeah,
All right. Sorry, Wolfie. I guess it's been
yeah.
the word has been the gauntlet's been thrown down. Actually, Wolfie did try to get a 5v5 organizer, show me your moves, and they're like, the stream schedule was not having it. We'll have to see it though. I'll
We
get the
did
next.
have we had 5 pretty good Wisconsin. I would have actually been down. It was
Who's
like
there?
me, Kaysen, Caden, and then we also had Mario, who's like a really good Mario main.
Oh yeah, I remember. Well,
um,
he also plays like, does he play like Wii Fit 2 or something weird?
Min Min,
Min Min,
and
that's what it
then
was.
I know we had a couple. We had another Wisconsin player.
Yeah, James. It just wouldn't. His
Yeah, and
stocks wouldn't
Javes.
count if he lost him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, essentially, like those 3 stocks, those are Wisconsin stocks. So
Well, we'll try to get something going. I know there's been some sauce going. Have you been looking at the Indiana people at all? Because they lost Mysterica and TM4.
yeah, they're kind of yeah. I was wondering because I remember like this post about Indiana clearing Wisconsin. And I was like, I can't even remember who's still there because like all the players that I would think of like not Wolfie sorry Wolfie, uh like Amadeus, Morty, um
Oh man, Morty,
like
that's an old one.
yeah Monty, like they don't compete as much anymore. Even though Monty was just that Riptide. So I couldn't think, and I was like, "Oh, Mysterica's there," and they're like, "Nah, Mysterica moved," and I was like, "Oh,
We
well,
got that
I
Wisconsin
actually,
problem.
I did, yeah, you
Yeah,
guys do."
that's so true. Wait, can we get a PR on here? Who's over there? I actually gotta remember because Wolfie, you're number 2 now, right?
Yeah, I'm number 2 now.
That's crazy. Who put
We've
Wolfie as
already
number
talked
2?
about the Indiana PR
Yeah,
on
what is
here. I don't
it?
want to go over it again.
All right. Well, I think that's the take. Thanks, Wolfie.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
was
Yeah.
think any. What? What do you got, KJs?
Oh no. Go ahead. You go ahead.
Nah, I was kicking him out of here. Get the fuck out of here. What is
All
this?
right.
get
He
Bye,
got
out
no
of
Wolfie.
money.
here.
Thanks for calling
Now
in.
we
Thanks for
clear.
watching.
We clear. We gotta organize a crew battle. Come to our events, or we'll come to yours, and we'll have a crew battle,
Okay,
and
we definitely
we'll show
Dude,
we'll clear.
we'll get one organized. That should be kind of hype.
Would be kind of hype, and then we'll come after Kentucky after going up the ladder.
I
Okay.
think Jin solos all of you, but that's fine.
Yeah.
All right, get him out of here, bro. Don't let him respond. Don't let him respond. Get him out of here.
All
All
right.
right.
I got him. I kicked him. I kicked him. We're good. We're good. We're good.
Looking at this guy though, so I want to look at this PR. I know, is that Gladys Gray, by the way? For Gray, did he change his name to Gladys Gray?
Yeah, that's Gladys Gray. He's
Okay.
really good.
I know he's really solid. I just I know he hadn't been like appearing with it. Who do you think's like the biggest contention for your spot? Is it really just D Money?
Uh, um, okay, like maybe Kaysen has really been doing a lot. He's recently been beating me a lot, and then probably Spencer as well. Spencer's really been figuring out how to beat me. But I guess in terms of just like performing all around, like just being like the best player in Wisconsin, like I think the person to like right now I don't see like not even trying to be like cocky or anything. I don't see like anyone like that has shown it at least recently that's still competing for PR. But like in a couple like other people I've definitely saw it, like a lot of our former number twos, like Desmona, we are definitely gonna have like a power struggle or something. Desmona was gonna be crazy out of state. I think he's gonna go crazy at main stage. Um, Bot one point was our number two. He moved to Minnesota. Um, he definitely could be going places. He's really good, has a lot of potential. So I could have seen someone like him, Artemis, who wasn't really ranked number two, but would have been ranked our number two if they kept competing. Um, they were doing a lot. They were like getting a lot of good wins in like Chicago, and so it's usually always someone. But right now, I wouldn't say there's like anyone like that's obviously like could take my spot for number one. But I would say the closest for sure is Kaysen probably. He's really grinding a lot.
Cason's great. I love Cason. It's good to hear it. He deserves it. Give it to him. What are you doing?
I can't. I have to hold on to this until someone is worthy enough.
Gotta make him earn it.
For
All right,
sure.
what I got here?
I
Thought.
I got a question from the chat.
Oh,
Aquatic wants to know what's something you would say more foxes should do that they don't.
Okay. Honestly, like just in neutral, I need to see them like hold their stage more. I need to see them like just stuff like that. That's how you don't die at 80. If you're in center stage and you make them kill you honestly, then then you start like holding on to your stocks. I feel like I see too many foxes try to commit too much to like a ledge trap or to like a juggle or something, and they end up like putting themselves in bad positions and dying for it. So that's what I would say.
I like that. I like that. That makes a
Pretty
lot
good.
of sense.
That's pretty good. All right.
Okay,
Let
Booker,
me.
you got anything else?
I got like my last thing here because we don't want to take up too much of your time.
Yeah. Then we'll get his hot take for the night.
Yeah, we
and
know you're
we'll set you
prepping. We know you're
free.
tournament prepping too, so we got to get that on there. So, thoughts on the current state of the Midwest? That's kind of an interesting thing. Midwest talks have been coming on here a lot. We've had who was it? Who was the guy? I always forget his name. We had some guy from South Carolina, like their number 2, pop on here.
Chunky,
Chunky,
right?
that's what it
Yeah.
was. He was saying that the depth of skill in the Midwest is the shallowest there are in any other region. Um, what do you got to say to that? What do you think of the Midwest though? Because
Okay,
you've been around the block.
I think the Midwest is like super good. First of all, like I actually think at like some point, like I wouldn't even be surprised if it's like now, like we could low key be the best region. But like I think the only problem is that like most of like the crazy majors that everyone wants to fly to is like on the East Coast and on the West, like on the West Coast. So it's hard for us to really like constantly get that constant like practice without traveling to one of them. But like I don't know, I feel like we've proved that we're not like that our skill isn't shallow. Like we have like Skittles over here, like defending us from like Zomba, and then we literally have Onan, who's probably the best player uh in the US. Like all of Michigan are like PGR level. Like Chicago definitely has like crazy PGR level people right now. Like with like Ice Knight and Icon and stuff like that. So I think people who say the Midwest has shallow skill are not paying attention. We have Cosmos, we have Doors. Like we have way too many players. We just don't get to travel. We have way too many players that are so good. Like we would probably dominate a lot of the PGR if we're able to just consistently travel.
Yeah, that's fair. I like this take. This is a good take.
Yeah, I
He's
definitely
right.
agree. Midwest got shooters. That's what I definitely agree.
We've talked about this before, though. I know Comet's opinion on this stuff. It's just like it's so hard for us to get out there because we're all poor, and like traveling consistently is so expensive. What do you think of
Yeah, for
crowdfunding? Should we
sure.
crowdfund more top players?
I wanted in Smash 4, I actually really tried to get Wisconsin to do that because I thought Wisconsin had a lot of potential. And I was like, we should just like crowdfund and like send one of our players, like cycle through like a list of players and just like like put money together like as a community and send one or two of our players out to each major and stuff like that. Like and we'll just like rotate between them, you know. That's so I really think that like crowdfunding would be pretty cool. It'd be a way to bring the Midwest together, and it'd be a way to attract people towards the Midwest. I think a lot of people want run backs when they lose sets. I'm pretty that's why Zomba came to like so many Midwest regionals and stuff like that. So, the more people are gonna lose to the Midwest, the more people are gonna want to come to the Midwest.
Fair. That's fair. I like that take. But I guess one of the problems that I've seen up until this point, and I know that it's been touched on a bit, we talk about how like Chicago has like never traveled, and they've been getting real like to their credit, like they've been putting in work to like get out there a bit more. But now I kind of have to levy this against Wisconsin a bit because I feel like you and Kaysen, and Caden, like the three of you guys like travel. Like I see you guys like everywhere. But the rest of them, like D Money comes out a little bit. I see him every once in a while. But like, how do we get like the middle tier of like Wisconsin to go places? Like, is it a car issue?
Um, I don't think it's like a car issue because we're like regional fiends, right? Like we'll go to a regional. Like we've gone to Kansas multiple times. I do think it's just like I don't know. I think it's just like a flying issue. Like no one really. I don't think anyone like that's not really on anyone's like radar. Like a major probably just seems so far away for people. Like except for like you know players with like who really think they can win the whole thing, like me or like 34 or something like that.
Right.
I think a lot of them just don't think it's worth it or something. But like I've really been trying to encourage Wisconsin to start traveling. Like I have my own car. I started taking my car. Like I drove to show me the moves. And like I definitely messaged. I was like, okay, look, I'm taking Wisconsin. Like, let's go do this thing. Let's go get better. So
Comet says he'll do it himself.
I really was about to do that
That's
drive by
good.
myself until I really started reaching out and messaging people like, hey, do you want to come to this? Like, this is your opportunity.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
That's good.
All right,
I guess
Comet.
yeah,
Uh,
what's the take?
Yeah. As we bring the show to the end here, we'd like to ask you, what is your hot take?
You can only pick
Okay,
one.
I can only pick one hot take. Okay, should I pick like the hottest take or a take that might not be hot?
It's probably the hottest. It's called Great Lakes Hot Takes. Like we.
Okay. Okay. I think it. Okay, you guys ready? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's been proven many times, and we need to stop. We need to stop lying about it. Okay. Fox is the best character in the game.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
this is a plot twist I was not
Oh man.
expecting. The only Fox main that thinks he's good. Oh.
Why is that? Why is he the best character in the game? I'm curious now.
What can't he do
Yeah, as long as you can
except
press
recover?
buttons, as long as you can press buttons faster than your opponent, you can win.
And he's got the speed to just never get hit. He can follow the most fundamental rule of Smash: don't get hit.
I guess that's. I'm speechless. I don't know what to say to that. He kind of just dropped that one on us.
I like believers. I like character believers.
I do.
So
I do as well.
I personally am a huge Fox hater while I'm playing him. I just grit my teeth and keep pressing the buttons, but I like that. I like believing in your character like that.
It's the only reason why I picked him back up. I was like, wait a minute, he's the best character in the game. Of course, I gotta pick him.
Oh man, we have Ice Knight
I
Sand
mean,
Ninja with
you know,
Fox.
like Light is making it happen. Like every matchup you think is like
He's the
-2
proof.
unwinnable, Light just figures it out eventually. I feel like there's no way you can hit a game and watch, but Light just takes it to Meister. It doesn't matter, you know?
That's what I'm saying. Like Light has laid it out for us. He's put down the blueprints. I'm gonna put down the blueprints at port priority.
Nice.
All right, we'll be looking at it.
Yeah, we'll be looking for the proof.
Oh, dude, we didn't do the. We have to do our projections for port priority then.
But no, we don't have to.
You don't
We'll
want to.
just
You don't
say
want to do
Comet's gonna
projections.
get first. I haven't
All
even looked
right,
at the
there you go,
bracket for port priority.
dude. It's
So
stacked. Oh, actually, this is something I wanted to bring up. Nets seeded over AK at that event. Did you guys see that?
no, I did not see that.
Net is over
Said it.
AK.
Nets over AK. Nets like 7th seed. I could pull it up real
Do you
quick.
do you agree with that? How do you feel?
No. What
Net
like?
has been able to crack the top eights multiple times though. Like AK has only done it like what, twice?
Let me pull it. Yeah, I get. I mean, I guess. Oh no. Okay, so Nets 9th, AK's 12th. So I guess they're like the same seed.
They're like
Never mind.
same, but like yeah.
Yeah.
Me hot 55 seed.
Yeah, they put you. Did they really put you at 55? No, where did they put you?
I'm at like 55. I'm the 4 seed in my pool.
Are you actually? Dude, yeah, 57 seed. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's
Let me
okay.
send this over to you, KJs.
I'm looking at
They
it.
really don't believe. They put capsize over you, I'll throw something. They better not put capsize over you. Let me see. Yeah, I'm looking at it here. I can send you the seating that I'm looking at too. Yeah, because the seating I was looking at, I was just like, wow, that's like Kameme is 10th seed. Like it's Ned, Kameme, Anathema, and AK all at the same exact seed. Like
Oh, I'm
Louis Money and
57
MP.
seed. Jesus.
I know. They don't believe. They put you under someone named Sparkle. I don't even know who Sparkle is.
It's okay. It's whatever. I don't mind. I don't know. I think I'll be fine. I'm doing a lot of studying, so I don't even want my bracket to change. I'm doing
Yeah.
a lot of studying. My bracket seems so doable.
Heck
So
yeah. There you go. That's what I like to see. Show PNW what's up. They're free. We talk about states fighting each other, but Pacific Northwest is the freest state, and I'll be put on record on that one. The freest region. They are easy. They're almost as bad as Canada. Canada's also
Dang.
garbage. I'll throw two. Nobody asks me my takes anymore.
Listen, you're on the mic every week. You get to say your takes all the time.
I think that's all I got though. Do you got anything else? You got any final words, comment?
Yeah, any shout outs or
um,
anything?
any shout outs? Shout outs Wisconsin. That's it.
That's it. All right,
No
I
Metafy
appreciate
plugs?
it.
Oh, okay. If you want to get better at the game, if you want to win a major, if you just want to beat your friends, metafy.gg/comet or /@comet.
Okay.
I will literally make you better at the game. It's like a cheat code when you book me. It's literally like a cheat code. You're putting in a cheat code that just lets you level up for free for $25.
That's not bad. That's not bad. We'll check them out.
That's cheap, right?
Yeah. Well, we'll make sure to get that before we get like another Wisconsin diss track dropping for sure. Yeah, we can.
Yeah, people have been beefing with Wisconsin. Did you see Radacious's post about like how fast they would clear us?
Oh my god,
Oh
just
no,
Ridacious.
they must. Everyone must be feeling
Ridacious
kind of
can't even
threatened by
make
us or
top 10
something.
in Chicago. Like I don't know, number 12 talking shit. That's
Yeah, I
a
think he's
little.
gonna be top 10, but
You know, he probably will be. Until then, we can say
until
stuff.
then, exactly. I told him I was like, you're not even gonna be in the crew battle, and then he's like, you haven't seen the new me. I was like, oh, okay.
That's good.
All right.
All right. Anyway, we're gonna wrap up the show. Thank you so much for coming on, Comet. It was great. Booker, I'm just usually we go on for another thing, but I'm just gonna call it here. So
Yeah,
thanks
he's
for
gonna
coming
go
on,
mold an
everybody.
election result. That's what he's
Yeah,
gonna do.
yeah, I gotta go make sure that we haven't gotten rid of like women's rights in our state at least. So we'll see
God
how that
forbid.
goes. Anyway, you all have a good night now. Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.